Hello everyone, in today's video we're tackling a growing crisis that's wreaking havoc on communities across America: feral hogs. These invasive animals, notorious for their insatiable appetites and destructive behavior, cause an estimated $2.5 billion in damages annually. From tearing up farmland to destroying ecosystems, the southern U.S. states alone face $65 million in losses each year. What's driving the feral hog invasion, and how can communities fight back? Drop a comment below as we explore the scale of the devastation and uncover the most effective solutions. I never thought I'd be the one holding a rifle hunting feral hogs at night. Up until now, that was always a job for professional hunters. Me, I just wanted a quiet life in Texas, USA, growing corn, raising a few goats. But then the feral hog showed up, tearing through my fields right before harvest. Every night we'd hear them rooting, smashing fences, destroying everything. I couldn't take it anymore. None of us could just stand by. In Texas, feral hogs are now public enemy number one, so we decided to organize a nighttime hunt to tackle the problem. After a day of ravaging fields, feral hogs often retreat to the woods to rest. We entered the forest at midnight, one hand gripping a rifle, the other pushing branches aside, trying to follow the dog's barks in the dark. Honestly, this is still pretty new to me, so every step is cautious. I can't afford to be careless. Suddenly, a dog flushed a hog out of the brush. No time to think, I raised my rifle and fired. The first shot was rushed. The hog spun and bolted the hounds chasing close behind. It tired quickly. That was the chance I needed. I fired again and took down my first one. A few hundred meters later, I met up with Ashley, my teammate, on a gentle slope. Ashley pointed to the right. I looked and froze, spotting a massive feral hog lying nearby. Before I could react, the hog suddenly sprang up and charged straight at Ashley. I yelled, "Watch out," before firing rapidly. It all happened in a split second, but luckily the gunfire spooked it and it fled. Ashley and I stared in the direction it ran, hearts pounding like they'd burst. Too close. That beast had to weigh at least 130 kilograms. One hit could seriously injure or even kill a grown adult. Still shaken from the encounter, Ashley and I soon spotted another hog just as massive. This time we were more cautious. We split up, taking positions on either side. Rifles aimed forward. As the hog charged between us, the air erupted with rapid gunfire. It should have been the perfect moment to take down another menace, but things moved too fast. The hog, sprinting at speeds up to 45 km/h, barreled down the slope and vanished. Despite the setback, Ashley and I didn't give up. We kept scouring the area. Before long, we heard the dogs barking from the northwest. No words needed, we both knew what it meant. After being charged by one hog and missing another, Ashley was fuming. He charged forward and with a clean shot, dropped the beast hiding in the brush. By dawn, the hounds were still going strong. I've got to say, I'm damn proud of them. Not only are they great at sniffing out feral hogs, but they also wear the pigs down during the chase. My job now was to finish the task. Boom. Another menace went down, a smooth, satisfying takedown.
Hey, what you got, bud?
I don't know if it was luck or not, but even though we only encountered lone hogs, each one was massive, fat, and round. Look at this one, probably at least 110 kilos. It seemed exhausted from the dog's chase, too worn out to stay alert to our rifles. This one was easy. I aimed right behind its head and fired without hesitation. It dropped on the spot. On another patch of land, Ashley and I kept spotting feral hogs. This time, we quietly split up, taking ambush positions. I gripped my rifle, eyes locked on the brush ahead. Unable to wait any longer, I fired a shot to lure the prey out. It took the bait, and there was only one outcome. I fired, and the hog collapsed. In Texas, my uncle's ranch was devastated by a herd of feral hogs in a single night. Despite being a seasoned hunter, the sheer number and boldness of the hogs left him helpless. With no other choice, he called our hunting team for support. After hashing out a plan, we started the hunt on his land. To lure the hogs, we set up automatic feeders. Drawn by the scent of food, the hogs quickly swarmed in, eagerly gobbling up everything. As they let their guard down, Maris calmly took her position, locked on her target, and fired. One clean shot, and she dropped the hog with incredible precision and confidence. Meanwhile, Inda, my friend, and I spotted a few other hogs lurking nearby. I moved closer, picked my target, and pulled the trigger. The bullet from my rifle hit the hog's body. In panic, it let out a shrill squeal before collapsing. Not a huge victory, but it felt amazing and got my adrenaline pumping. With our strength and numbers, we spread out across the area to maximize our chances. Each of us stayed razor-focused, aiming carefully and shooting swiftly, decisively. The mission: take down as many as possible before dark. The next afternoon, we continued hunting on the Texas ranch. As soon as we arrived, we came across a sizable group of adult feral hogs. They stood still, eyeing us warily. I quickly lined up a shot and fired. One shot, one hog dropped instantly. We moved to another preset feeder. The hogs hadn't noticed us, still caught in the invisible trap of their hunger. From a high vantage point, I took aim and waited for the perfect moment. One pull of the trigger and the sharp crack of the rifle rang out. The hog went down. We kept spreading bait and waited as the sun dipped lower. True to their nature, the greedy hogs couldn't resist the scent of food. Wherever they were, I crept closer, hiding behind brush, watching from a distance. When the target was in range, I pulled the trigger. One well-placed shot and a 110-kilo hog dropped on the spot. As dusk settled, we returned to the concealed hunting blinds for the final round. I picked a solid position, steadied my aim, and when the moment came, I fired. Executed perfectly. The shadowy figure collapsed and lay completely still. Texas, located in the southern United States, is renowned for its vast prairies and wild landscapes. The harsh natural conditions make it one of the ideal spots for hunting feral hogs. However, the complex terrain and hot, humid climate mean every hunt demands not just skill, but also real tests of patience and endurance. This time, the destination is a licensed hunting area in northern Texas. If it were, would you want to grab a rifle and hunt these feral hogs? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If no, leave a 5. As soon as we arrived, we quickly spread out to our lookout points, eyes scanning every direction. Look, they're down there. This time we let Alicia, the only woman in our group, take the shot. The 120-kilo hog dropped instantly, a clean kill marking a successful first day of hunting. A pre-built hunting blind kept me hidden from the hog's sight in the dust. Looking straight ahead, I spotted a small group of feral hogs. They weren't too big or numerous, but they were too engrossed in the bait we'd set to notice the danger. I adjusted my scope, locked on my target, and fired. A single shot rang out clearly. One hog was hit immediately. That meal turned out to be its last. The hunting area was vast, so Lloyd decided to hop in the truck and scout for better opportunities. Up ahead, we spotted an automatic feeder, definitely a hog hotspot. Lloyd parked, stepped out cautiously, and approached. As expected, the hogs were there, drawn by the scent of the bait. Finding the perfect angle, he held his breath, locked on his target, and fired. One precise shot. Another 115 kilos hog went down. As we were moving along a narrow path, we suddenly spotted some familiar shapes. A bunch of hogs, from piglets to adults, were grazing carelessly. I picked the biggest one, the most robust looking, and took aim. My heart was pounding, but I stayed calm. When it stepped into my sights, I pulled the trigger. Just like that, the 125-kilo hog dropped dead. A rush of triumph surged through me. Ahead was a freshly harvested field, completely open. A perfect spot for feral hogs to feed, but also ideal for an ambush. With an unobstructed view, the first target soon appeared. A lone hog trudged along the field's edge. I raised my rifle, aimed carefully, and fired. After a few shots, the 105-kilo hog took a hit and dropped on the spot. The early success boosted our spirits, but to find more targets, we shifted to the hilly area behind the field where the rugged terrain showed strong signs of feral hog activity. As soon as we arrived, I picked a high open vantage point for a better view. Before long, the next target appeared. It charged down the slope, trying to escape into the brush below. Without hesitation, I raised my rifle, timed the shot, and fired. A burst of gunfire rang out. The 110-kilo hog took the hit and tumbled down the hill. After about an hour, we moved to a lower, flatter area to increase our chances of spotting targets from a distance. The hunting dogs were now truly proving their worth. With fewer obstacles, the dogs could easily track and chase their prey, but with sparse trees and cover, we had to be extremely cautious and absolutely silent. Feral hogs are sharp. If we weren't well hidden, they'd spot us and bolt instantly. I spotted another hog. It burst from the edge of the brush just 5 meters from my ambush point. The situation was sudden and intense. I immediately raised my rifle and fired. One clean shot. The 120 kilos hog took the hit, crashing into the ground, kicking up a cloud of dust. Through the haze, the hog lay still. The moment lasted only seconds, but felt like facing a ferocious predator. The hunt wasn't over. Sensing a rare opportunity, I quickly raised my rifle and fired. The bullet struck the neck of the 115-kilo hog. It staggered and collapsed without a chance to resist. By afternoon, I took position at the edge of the brush, gripping my rifle eyes, scanning every movement, ready for any surprise. Luckily, this ambush paid off big. With daylight running out, we made use of every minute. Staying calm, I stepped back to maintain a safe distance, then raised my rifle and fired. One precise shot, and the hog dropped instantly.
Now, Iranian insider sources confirm that Khamenei no longer uses cars too risky. His recent broadcasts are filmed in a studio with brown curtains and hazy portraits, a far cry from his traditional seat of power. Video analysts believe he has been relocated to a fortified complex, possibly linked to the IRGC's media center in central Tehran, likely positioned beneath or near it to avoid detection and escape the fate he's long feared martyrdom.
Before long, we split up cautiously, surveying the terrain step by step. Every tree and bush could conceal danger. 30 minutes passed in complete silence, but the tension kept rising. My finger rested on the trigger, ready to react to any threat. Suddenly, a rustle came from the brush ahead. It moved lightning fast, but my reflexes matched it. A shot rang out. The 125-kilo hog took the hit, stumbled a few steps, and collapsed. As we pressed forward, we unexpectedly ran into another group of feral hogs on the trail. A quick shot was fired, and just like that, we bagged another trophy. Realizing the forest was growing more dangerous as more feral hogs appeared, I quickly radioed John to warn him about a group heading his way. John instantly heightened his alertness eyes, scanning the area. Suddenly, the hogs charged across his path. Without hesitation, he pulled the trigger. A precise shot dropped a 130-kilo hog while the others vanished. Feral hogs aren't just ferocious, they're cunning, so none of us dared let our guard down for even a second. The barking of the hunting dogs and the shouts of my teammates ramped up the tension. Still, Cadale quickly regained his composure. When a target appeared, he seized the moment and fired, bagging another 120-kilo hog for the team. While the others stuck together, I ventured alone deeper into the heart of the forest. From a distance, I heard faint sounds. Footsteps, unmistakably the distinct shuffle of a feral hog. Sure enough, a dark shape burst out. Instinct kicked in. I fired instantly, dropping the 135 kilix target before I could even think. After the morning hunt success, we pressed on into the afternoon. This time we chose a forest closer to the ranch in Texas. To our surprise, an entire herd of hogs walked straight into our ambush. A colossal mistake on their part. A volley of gunfire erupted. One 110-kilo hog was taken down while the rest fled deeper into the forest. At the same time, Kadal patiently waited for his chance. His eyes darted across every corner of the forest. Something moved. Kadal instantly recognized the familiar shape, raised his rifle, locked on, and fired. Before the 125-kilo hog could react, the bullet hit its mark, dropping it hard. We got a report that a few feral hogs were heading toward the forest's edge. It took me just 2 minutes to reach the ambush point and get into position. The hunting dog's bark signaled the target was closing in. When it appeared, I pulled the trigger without hesitation. A powerful shot took down the 130-kilo hog instantly. And that's the full story of today's hunt. Did this hunt get you pumped? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video to the end. Please support our channel with a like and subscribe. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Hey everyone, ever faced a predator with a bite force over 3,000 lbs, 5 times stronger than a lion's jaw? Oh, run, 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 run. Step into the world of Florida's fearless alligator hunters, where the line between life and death is as thin as a gator's fur-thick hide. With over 10,000 toothy monsters taking down, the battle between humans and these 15-foot-long reptiles is heating up.
Hey, buddy.
Is this a necessary hunt, or are we invading nature's turf? Drop comment number 1 and gear up for the adventure now.
Watch out, watch out.
Right there.
Florida isn't just known for its unique native wildlife, it's also home to invasive species, including the region's most fearsome predator, the American alligator. Over the years, 95 alligator attacks have been recorded, with 20% proving fatal. Their lethal jaws, armed with 80 razor-sharp teeth, make them the most terrifying aquatic hunters. This makes alligators a serious threat to those living near rivers, lakes, and marshes in South Florida. As summer arrives, South Florida faces a harsh natural challenge. The rainy season brings ferocious storms with terrifying wind speeds of up to 120 mph. These storms sweep across the land, turning it into a vast ocean. Amid this natural chaos, and another danger silently emerges. Alligators, ancient predators, are swept from marshes into residential areas. They glide through flooded streets, turning every corner into a potential trap for local residents. Facing this emergency, authorities must act swiftly and decisively. Continuous warnings are issued while specialized teams relentlessly carry out alligator relocation campaigns. Amid this tense situation, authorities are forced to launch an urgent hunting campaign targeting the border between urban areas and marshes. Hunters equipped with modern weapons patrol day and night to prevent alligators from penetrating deeper into residential zones.
It's a big old crocodile.
Experienced hunters note that alligators often gather in marshy areas near canals at night when cooler weather draws them to the banks to hunt before returning to the water to rest. Understanding this behavior, hunters can quickly pinpoint their locations. Alligators with their highly acute senses can detect danger from the slightest sounds, making stealthy navigation through marshes critical. Hunters must move lightly and silently while maintaining heightened vigilance. After a 30-minute wait, the opportunity arises.
Another one. That's the one. I think there's one more.
The alligators lured by bait emerge without hesitation. The hunter raises the rifle and aims for their weak points. A shot rings out and the prey falls. Alligators are incredibly strong, so to quickly subdue them and prevent escape, hunters typically target the head or neck. This is believed to minimize the alligator's suffering. Alligator hunting is not only a thrilling activity, but also demands a high level of expertise. Before embarking on this challenging pursuit, hunters must undergo rigorous training to ensure safety and efficiency. In Florida, alligator hunting permits are tightly regulated by authorities. The goal is to balance hunting activities with ecological conservation. The official hunting season runs from August to November, with regulations limiting each hunter to a maximum of 3 adult alligators per day. To become a licensed alligator hunter, candidates must overcome numerous challenges. The minimum age is 18, but that's just the starting point. They must also complete an intensive training program covering safety skills and sustainable hunting practices. Physical fitness and strength are crucial for alligator hunting, which demands quick reflexes and endurance to handle sudden dangerous situations in the harsh wilderness. Hunters must always be prepared to face any challenge. The rainy season makes alligator hunting extremely dangerous. Flooded marshes become a paradise for these giant predators who swim freely, expanding their territory, while hunters face life-threatening risks with every step. Many hunting teams suspend operations. The bravest continue, but with extreme caution. They must read the language of the marsh, listening for every unusual sound. A single moment of distraction could cost a hunter their life. Alligator hunting with firearms sparks heated debate. Some argue it not only endangers human lives, but also inflicts unnecessary pain on animals. This raises questions about the ethics and sustainability of such practices. Comment number 1 if you support alligator hunting with guns, or Naziro if you believe we need a more humane solution.
In addition,
to address the increasing intrusion of alligators near residential areas, authorities have launched a large-scale alligator trapping campaign to reduce risks to communities. This method is considered more effective than waiting for alligators to appear in marshy areas. Experienced hunters often choose murky lakes over clear ones to set traps, as these are places where alligators can hide undetected. These traps are similar to those used for wild hogs in the US, but are built larger, capable of holding multiple adult alligators. Hunters use fresh meat like wild hog as bait. When alligators enter the trap to grab the food, they get caught. Each trap deployment can capture 2 to 3 alligators, demonstrating clear effectiveness in controlling their population. Handling captured alligators requires significant skill and strength, as every move carries the risk of serious injury. The hunting team must use ropes to securely tie the alligator's mouth to prevent injuries. In a battle lasting over an hour, 6 strong men work together to haul a massive alligator ashore. After the intense struggle, the captured alligators are handed over to the authorities. This is not only a public safety measure, but also a valuable opportunity to study the behavior and distribution of the species. Florida's alligator control campaign has achieved significant results with the alligator population reduced by over 25%. However, unregulated freelance hunting has caused serious consequences for Florida's ecosystem. The dark side of the alligator control campaign is gradually coming to light, as some individuals and organizations have exploited this opportunity using community protection as a cover for illegal hunting. The underground market for alligator hides is thriving, undermining government conservation efforts. Illegal hunters disregard the law, turning wildlife into valuable commodities. Government penalties to deter illegal hunting range from 3 to 7 years in prison, or less severely, a permanent revocation of hunting licenses. Alligator hunting is a challenging endeavor where the line between human and animal grows thin. It's not just an extreme experience, but also a mission to protect Florida's communities from prehistoric predators. What do you think about hunting versus trapping? Which method is more effective? Share your thoughts in the comments below the video. Thanks for watching, and please support me by liking and subscribing to the channel to catch more exciting videos. I truly appreciate your support, wishing you luck and great health. As the ostrich population in South Africa skyrockets, the potential dangers to humans are becoming increasingly alarming. These wild athletes can sprint at breakneck speeds of up to 40 mph, fast enough to chase down vehicles on the road. If you think this is an issue worth addressing and want to help spread awareness, drop a comment with the number 1 and let's work together to find safer solutions. Recent videos capturing ostriches chasing cyclists on South African highways highlight a serious threat to public safety. Weighing up to 280 lbs, a collision with an ostrich could cause catastrophic accidents for vehicles or pedestrians. Experts estimate damages from ostrich-related incidents reach $800,000 annually, covering vehicle repairs, medical bills, and economic losses. Controlling the ostrich population has now become an urgent task requiring immediate action.
What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. This is exactly the same guy I see. She's scared. Oh, it's so cute that you. I can't.
The ostrich's rapid reproductive rate is intensifying the crisis. Each female ostrich can lay up to 15 eggs per season, driving an astonishing population growth of an estimated 8% annually. At this rate, human ostrich collisions are projected to become increasingly common, posing a major challenge to road safety in local communities. Immediate action is needed to protect both people and the ecosystem. To address the ostrich population boom, the South African government has introduced controlled hunting programs. Participating hunters must follow strict regulations to ensure safety and environmental protection. They require a valid firearms license issued after passing thorough background checks to confirm no criminal record or mental health issues. Additionally, hunters must complete a firearms safety training course and obtain a hunting permit from wildlife authorities in regions like Western Cape and Eastern Cape. In the Karoo region of Western Cape, ostrich hunting is restricted to April through July to avoid disrupting the breeding season. Hunters typically use large-caliber rifles like the .338 Winchester Magnum or Remington Model 700, chosen for their superior accuracy and power, enabling swift kills in vast wilderness areas. These tools ensure efficiency while maintaining humane standards during the hunt. A professional hunter can take down 8 to 12 ostriches per day, removing around 500 ostriches over 40 hunting days annually. To participate, hunters must meet stringent requirements: a 28-day background check, completion of a safety training course, and thorough knowledge of hunting laws. They are also encouraged to purchase liability insurance to mitigate risks. Since regulations were tightened in 2019, ostrich population management has seen significant progress. Over the past 5 years, controlled hunting has reduced approximately 4,000 ostriches in key areas like Western Cape and Northern Cape. Hunters often employ long-range ambush tactics, leveraging natural terrain to avoid detection. Precise shot angles are critical for swift kills while adhering to ethical and legal standards. This meticulous approach helps maintain ecological balance and protect the species. Hunters are required to target only healthy adult ostriches, avoiding indiscriminate hunting to protect the ecosystem. Violating hunting regulations can lead to severe consequences, with fines up to $40,000 or even imprisonment for repeat offenders. Thanks to these measures, dangerous collisions have dropped to about 600 incidents per year, demonstrating the program's effectiveness in safeguarding both humans and wildlife. Are you interested in ostrich hunting with firearms? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a 5. Compared to hunting ostriches with firearms, helicopter hunting offers distinct efficiency but at a higher cost. Conducted from August to October, it removes about 1/200 ostriches annually. However, the high costs of fuel and equipment make this method viable only once a year, optimizing effectiveness while minimizing environmental impact. After hunting, ostrich meat is carefully processed and becomes a valuable food source in South Africa. Rich in protein and low in fat, it's ideal for premium dishes like steaks, burgers, or sausages. The ostrich meat industry generates about $12 million in annual revenue, strongly supported by locals. However, rigorous quality control processes ensure food safety, allowing consumers to enjoy it with confidence. I hope this story has given you a fresh perspective on South Africa. What are your thoughts on this issue? Drop a comment to discuss and address any questions. Don't forget to check out our upcoming content. Do you have any unique ideas for controlling this invasive species? Share your thoughts to help us find creative solutions. Thank you for following along. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on more fascinating stories. See you next time.